our next match as we move to the main card, competing in the middleweight class. Out of the blue corner, training out of Oklahoma City, representing Lovato BJJ, Troy Russell.
Troy Russell makes his Who's Number One return. 1-1 here at Who's Number One. Had a nice heel hook submission over Austin Orande in his debut.
Yeah, and that I think that's going to be what he's going to have to explore here in this match. Is his wherewithal with the legs and a little bit in this wrestling prowess. See if he can combine the two well.
And out of the red corner, training out of Costa Mesa, California, representing the art of jiu-jitsu, Tainan Dalpra.
Tainan Dalpra makes his no-gi and Who's Number One debut here at Who's Number One 21. A ton of buzz about this young man.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really fired up to see how he transitions right into this no-gi affair here.
All right, let's take a look at this middleweight tail of the tape. Troy Russell, 30 years old, 5'10", weighed in at 183.6 pounds. Tainan Dalpra, 23 years old, 5'10", 183.6 pounds. All right, here we go. The entire jiu-jitsu world is watching right now, trying to see what the phenom from Art of Jiu-Jitsu is gonna come to the no-gi table with here at Who's Number One. Troy Russell, not afraid, not intimidated of Tainan. He's looking to expose the inexperience of Tainan Dalpra.
That's exactly right. And you know, right now he's getting his weight in his heels. I will tell you right now that that I believe Russell's winning this exchange is he's getting the weight set back in his heels, and that's a good thing for him. That means that he could sit underneath. I mean, he's obviously got he could ankle pick, he could do things like this. He could actually sit underneath, use any of these underhooks to try to sit under and really test Tainan on the legs. And I think that's probably where where most people are going to be curious. But right now, Troy's actually making him walk really well. There's a nice underhook. He's got a foot sweep on his right side. There's a beautiful Uchimata to clear him out.
Circle.
Yes, I never thought we'd see Tainan wrestling. This little arm drag to the back. Beautiful takedown by Tainan Dalpra.
That was excellent. Little arm drag, cross trip.
Tainan mentioned that you know, one of his inspirations as a child was Marcelo Garcia, and we saw classic arm drag to the single by Tainan Dalpra, a la Marcelo Garcia, and obviously Rafa Mendes, Guy Mendes, Cole Abate. He's got a long list of amazing training partners at Art of Jiu-Jitsu, but Troy Russell, student of Rafael Lovato, two-time Who's Number One veteran, he's looking to derail the Tainan Dalpra no-gi train today.
Yeah, this isn't where he wants to be. I know that's an obvious statement, but Tainan is exceptional here. His movement is exceptional. His passing is exceptional. Troy needs to go to a single and then slide into where he can get under the legs. A big believer that that's where he needs to test Tainan. And to do so, he's going to have to get his legs inside, which means single, slide to guard, leg entry, something like this. Right now, to sit on your back and play guard is not a good strategy right now for Tainan. He's going to run him over. He's doing an excellent job of walking under these legs. And he's gonna, if he gets the knees pointed to the side, he's going to walk right to the mount, essentially.
Tainan Dalpra, multiple-time world pan-European champion. Everyone in Jiu-Jitsu wanted to see how his debut is, and so far he's been dominating.
Yeah, he keeps walking to the side. Now he's got an arm and his head and arm isolated on this far side. He's going to start sliding the knee through the mount. But the more he walks those legs over, the easier it's going to be to continue his mount right here. His Katagatami's going to come quick now. It's okay that he's taking this time right now to now he's going to have to pummel his legs under. Here comes Katagatami. He's going to elect to go double underhooks because of the grip or the wrist right there, which is a wise move. And now he's going to just have Troy Russell bridge to one side. more or less, if Troy bridges to one side to free an arm, it will give up the Katagatamis. So see how he's got his hands clasped, but he's not going to get out with his hands clasped. So Tainan may elect to go up on the arm if he wishes, to get a gift wrap.
There's also a really nice armbar from that position that Buchecha does. When you grab the head with the double unders,
that's right.
Transition to the S mount, and then you can take the arm. But it'll be interesting to see what Tainan does with this. Troy trying to bump and hip out.
Yeah, he's working for Katagatami. If you're going to take the arm, it's a good idea to take the arm that's on the top side, so that right arm of Troy Russell. If he slides up there really well and keeps the elbows high, it's actually hard to get the defense wrapped up quickly for Troy, but he's got a lot of time. I mean, he's got stacks of time to let Russell bridge up and free his elbow. When he bridges up and frees his elbow, that opens up that Katagatami attack. There he's going on the arm. Now, he went on the bottom arm. That's what I was talking about there. Now, Troy's got that defense. Oh, he's going to thread it through. Now he's got no defense. He's threaded through. He's got no defense. It's going to be a very tight arm lock. Yep.
Beautiful armbar by Tainan Dalpra. Wow. From mount. Looked like he went from omoplata for a second, falling off to the side, but used the inside arm for the straight armbar. Tainan Dalpra wins by submission in his Who's Number One and no gi debut. Let's take a look at that replay. We mentioned the S mount from that double underhook, setting up the arm, slides over the top arm, picks the second one. I thought it was omoplata, looked like a triangle armbar.
Yeah, so
beautiful combination.
Yeah, use that omoplata to take away the defense, stuff the arm, hold the elbow. Then there's no defense on that straight arm lock, and even if you fail, then you have all those follow-ups. So beautiful campaign, like picture perfect.
Yeah, clinical win by Tainan Dalpra. Goes to the corner, and big hug for the son of Guilherme Mendes in the corner now. Very respectful. Shaking hands with the Lovato crew there.
Yeah, well, I love watching him in the gi, and it's going to be certainly fun to watch him in this.
This is the beginning of a new era.
Yeah,
Tainan Dalpra no gi.
Yeah.
The official decision via submission out of the red corner, Tainan Dalpra.
There it is. Tainan Dalpra gets the win by submission. Dominant performance here at Who's Number One. What a way to make your debut. Let's kick it over to Kendall Rosing for a word with our winner.
Tainan Dalpra, congratulations with a huge submission victory. Here's your Tez coin. Now, I feel like we're having the same conversation. You just won a huge gi crown a couple weeks ago. Now you're here no gi. Is this what we're going to be expecting now as a no gi Tainan?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been saying that I wanted to make my black belt no gi debut. But, you know, everything that I do, it's always sitting down with my team and making sure that we choose wisely what is our next step. And I knew that I had a lot to build up for this, and to make sure that I don't leave the expectations too high. You know, I would like to always come here and bring the best show as possible. So for that, I like to give myself some time and prepare. I knew it's, you know, like I've been saying in our interviews, the game has changed so much. So I know how dangerous these fights could be. But at the same time, I'm very confident in the work that I put in with my team. And, you know, that's why we come here and we always try to represent as much as possible.
So I think one of the biggest questions that we have as fans and as consumers is, are you looking forward to something like a no-gi world, something like an ADCC, or a Who's Number One title in the future?
Well, I think like what I'm looking forward the most right now is to continue to display my techniques in the no-gi. I think a lot of people has got to see that in the gi. I've been competing very active, but at the same time, I feel like I would like to be the fighter that does both, you know, so in the next couple months, I'm going to continue training the no-gi, help my teammates out in the no-gi worlds. I won't be competing that one, but I heard there's going to be Who's Number One in Costa Mesa in beginning of the year, so I'd like to participate in that, you know, and just try to fight as much as possible and staying active.
Is there anyone in particular that we can expect to see you against or that you would like to have a match against in an event like that?
There's always been, for my entire journey in the beginning, I've always set my goals very high, but I've worked very hard to achieve them. So like I knew that In the gi, I've done that. I've done brick by brick, step by step. I was able to achieve the biggest goals in the sports. And now I'm looking to do the same in the no-gi. So step by step, I'm going to keep climbing up the division. And I look forward to compete against the highest level and the best there is out there in the no-gi, you know. So, like I said, step by step, I'll get there. And I'm looking forward to see what Tainan Dalpra will look like in a year training a no-gi, you know. So, in February, please, FloGrappling, I'm in the card. Ricardo, you have my number, and I'll be there for sure.
Well, we're definitely happy to see you here in rash guard this time in no-gi shorts. Let's give it up one more time for Tainan Dalpra.
This event is presented by Fat Tire, a beer made with climate solutions and land and water conservation in mind. Fat Tire, sponsor of tonight's event. This event is also sponsored by King's Kimonos. King's is a world leader in